Hello everyone, welcome to this exciting little tutorial where I'll share how to create a little felted pony like this one. This is the first horse I created and it's actually more of a pony. I created this piece only using wool, which I had so much trouble with when I was first learning how to felt. It did turn out to be a well-structured piece, but the legs are still a bit wobbly. But I really did love how this piece turned out with its realism and the colors I used for the coat. I actually used this toy as a reference to get the proportioning right because horses are quite hard to portray with their long legs, and the joints in their legs are especially difficult to measure out, so this was really helpful. So I thought I'd try to make this piece again, but a bit better. But before we can get into that, we need to create the base. And not just any base, but a base without an armature, an internal structure. So in this video, I'm going to share how I've made the base of this horse using only wool, creating the head, 2 of each of the front and the hind legs, and the body. And for this project, I will mainly be using a 38 gauge triangle needle. I will be using a white core wool for the base, but it does come in other colors, which could be just your preference depending on what horse you're creating. Core wool is the most popular wool to sculpt with because it's very easy and quick to felt. The main mistake I made when creating an item without a skeleton was I would try to sculpt everything at the same time instead of creating all parts separately. I'm going to start with creating the hind legs first, and I don't know much about horse anatomy, so that's a heads up for when I say something wrong. Starting with the hind legs, I like to pull a bit of core wool, and this seems like a lot, but remember that the wool will become more compact as it gets felted. And I go ahead and try to even out the wool a bit and fold it in half. And I'm just going to felt in a line from the folded end to a few centimeters before the loose end, and fold the wool back onto itself and continue to flip, turn, and roll it while felting. I'm pretty much just making a basic straight leg with zero definition and creases. Once it gets to this shape and it holds, I like to add definition to the hooves first, and felt it from the bottom and create a small slanted angle. At this point, the wool should still be super airy and easy to manipulate with your felting needle to shape it differently. But with my hands, I like to mold the wool first to just kind of imagine how and where the joints need to be defined, but definitely use a reference picture. Moving on to defining the top joint in the hind legs, which I think is called the knees, I like to felt the angle from an angle as it's laid flat at first to define the angle, so flipping it back and forth and felting instead of rolling it and felting. The wool at the top of the leg could possibly start to run a bit thin as the wool condenses, and if this happens, just wrap a small sliver of wool around it and continue to felt, but remember to leave the top of the leg unfelted. And now that I have one leg, it's much easier to recreate the other leg. And I make sure to create them with the same length and make sure that all the joints are at the same height. To create the front legs, they follow the same process of creating basic stick legs, but instead of adding angles, I'm just going to wrap small pinches of wool around where the joints should be, and they should be at equal heights as the hind legs joints. this is a side by side of the hind leg and the front leg. This is the comparison of the two front legs. When you've got all 4 legs, just compare them and make sure they're all pretty similar. Try to make them the same length, thickness, and density. The body is the easiest part of the base to create. Take a long sliver of wool and roll that into a cylinder. And just felt it while rolling it, and you can felt each of the edges to round them out. Then keep adding wool by wrapping more around the base to build it up until it seems proportionally correct to the legs. And lastly, creating the head and the neck, I like to take the wool and fold it in half. And using the same process, but instead I felt the wool into an L shape. At first, I focus on guiding the wool with my felt needle by felting it down and inward to create a curve. And keep felting to shrink the wool down from other angles, following that initial curve, while rounding out the folded end, which is where the muzzle is going to go. Once I create this L shape, I want to build the head up a bit more to add a bit of definition between the head and the neck, to be able to differentiate between the two. Wrap extra wool around the angle in the L, to build up the jaw and the top of the head, avoiding the nose and the muzzle area, to create a small slope. And then wrap extra wool around the neck to build it up a bit. Lastly, I like to attach the eyes along with creating the base so that for the next part the eyes are kept level with the head and are not popping out. And there you go. In the end, you should end up with all these pieces: the head, the 4 legs, and the body. They should all be a bit squishy, but still hold their shapes. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful in any way. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss the next upload. where we will be piecing together this little pony and then eventually add on some pretty colors. I hope to see you all on the next one. Bye!